Missionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. It's the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my head, here lies them getting paid, but never take a loss on my head, stop. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my head, stop. Been cradle to grave, now your favorite rapper name on the head, stop. Too late, you already dead. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm, have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tips. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. To the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still feeling to death and protect the neck. 3 boys in the Cadillac, great dick, kiss the death, protect the neck. Shame on the
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming into their locker rooms out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Watson on first down. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. That complete to Lamar Miller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a first carry for Deontay Foreman, who was lost to the Achilles injury last year. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To throw on second is Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, it's Watson.
Oh, my God. It's my fault.
Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Took the wrong gap. Should hit the outside to the left.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. Spinning away. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, 35. You guys go 52.
The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith.
Why didn't I catch it?
Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16.
Oh, I wanted to fucking
a good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Complete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to battle it away.
Get up. I'm not playing with you.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
No. I'm not opening it.
Throwing again is Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Miller. 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So down inside the 5-yard line, I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Able to shake him up.
Got me.
Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs.
If it's there, I don't get why. I can't get through.
Was excellent downfield.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Watson. This is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker.
I don't know what I was thinking.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards after completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. Peterson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
I messed that up, man.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Mello. Oh, this nigga here.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. A first carry for Samaje Perine.
You serious?
Getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there will go to Ryan Anderson.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Good point.
So out now come the Redskins. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Off of play action. Here's Smith.
No, why do you fucking, you serious, Justin Reed? Come on, that's bullshit. Niggas could not let me switch his moves.
Pickup of 28 yards.
Oh
this
my
offense
gosh,
finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Huh?
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Let's go, 15. Hey, let's go, yellow.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Settle down, huh? Hey, go down. Let's go. Gun. Watch twist. Regular. Right, 55. 15, yeah. Front.
From the 50, it's Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12.
12.
A shotgun snap for Smith. It's brought in by Dodson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper.
An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
.30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw.
That's a bad throw, dog.
And it's intercepted.
Oh, this nigga got. Alright, I know what to do. I know I'm going to beat him. Let's see what this is. They got all defensive backs on this ball. No linebackers.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Catch the ball.
And we're down to 8 seconds now. It was the free safety to Sean Gibson who was able to range over and knock it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Smith throwing again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the second half with a run by Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith.
Here we
Under
go.
pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney merciless in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Run the ball.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays. But I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
To throw is Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Watson hands this to Foreman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. To come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Geis receives the pitch. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. now to Geis. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels: defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense. Brandon, we're into the 2nd half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They run again with Peterson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline?
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Smith. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
4 down.
Geis, they'll try to run it, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And now out comes Houston. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Richmond.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now Foreman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That in the backfield guy can take it the distance, but a short yardage trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, it's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. And he fires one incomplete. Deontay Foreman, the intended target, out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Come back, come back.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 46. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Let's go, yellow. Red.
They snap it to Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. And Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Geis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Hey, back up.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. 15. No, right.
Smith. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Peterson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
So there's a
6 yards. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Well, going into the final.
Somebody call for the queen.